Is research in organizational behavior and human resource management useful for policymaking? How often do authors of articles in OB and HR discuss how their research can be used to create policies? Hi, I am Herman Aguinis from the George Washington University in Washington, D.C.
I'm Søren Jensen from Copenhagen Business School.
And I am Sascha Kraus from the Free University of Bozen-Bolzano.
In this video, we summarize our Academy of Management Perspectives article titled Policy Implications of Organizational Behavior and Human Resource Management Research.
We reviewed 4,026 articles from 10 journals over a decade, ranging from 2010 to 2019. The goal we had was to identify how organizational behavior and human resource management research contribute to policymaking. And guess what? We found that only 1.5%, totaling a mere 61 articles, included policy implication. This indicates a significant underutilization of the field.
One of the study's key findings is that OB/HRM research risks becoming societally irrelevant due to its limited contribution to policymaking. This is very dangerous because it could result in lower perceived value, less prestige, and decreased research funding. We argue that OB/HRM has the potential to influence policy significantly, especially in areas like labor relations, leadership training, justice, fairness, and diversity and inclusion. Despite the current gap, we see enormous potential for OB/HRM research in shaping policy. In our article, we propose a dual theory policy research agenda that includes designing empirical studies with policymaking goals, converting existing research to prescriptive and normative research, deriving policies from broader research bodies, and creating policies by integrating theories, fields, and analysis levels.
Right, and we also offer specific examples of policy implications. For example, in labor relations, there's a call for organizations to monitor social norms to ensure employees understand what behaviors are acceptable. In leadership, there is research suggesting how to enhance supervisors' identification with their organization through favorable HR policies. These implications demonstrate the great potential of OB/HRM research to shape organizational policies.
What's interesting is that we found certain areas of OB/HRM, areas like conflict styles, creativity, and even stress management, had absolutely no policy implications at all. This highlights the need for future research, in particularly these areas, to emphasize their societal relevance and potential policy impact. Now, for policymakers, our study offers critical insight. Also, it suggests that OB/HRM research can, in fact, provide valuable guidance in shaping policies that affect labor relations, leadership practices, and importantly, workplace diversity. But for this to happen, we encourage researchers to collaborate with policymakers to translate the findings into effective and research-based policies.
In conclusion, our article in Academy of Management Perspectives shines a light on the untapped potential of OB/HRM research for policymaking. By bridging this gap, we can ensure their work contributes meaningfully to individual well-being and organizational effectiveness. Our article is a call to action for both academics and policymakers to collaborate more closely, ensuring that the insights from organizational behavior and human resource management research are fully realized in the real world.
Thank you so much for joining us for this video. We would love to hear from you if you have any questions or comments about our article.